best outfit. Immunity like we grow. Rewind it. Move. Let me go slow in the big time back.
Yeah, good. Just took like 14 Adderall, drank 72 Red Bulls, and finished my intro the day of the release.
I chase bad bitches, accolades, got Will Son, no castaway. I'm twice as good. Yeah.
Hi, Shiny Dolls. Welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I just want to start by saying I hope that everyone is being safe and social distancing. I've been in my house going crazy, doing a lot of homework, and just being bored. I think I've bought everything on Amazon, and it's just mad boring in here. Like, it's seriously boring. So what I've been doing is watching different series on Hulu and Netflix and killing my brain cells. Today on the docket, we're about to be talking about my 5 favorite series that I've been watching during quarantine. If you're bored and you want something to watch with either your family or significant other, or just by yourself, like, these are some really good shows that I have watched. Literally my whole life is TV, so I have been watching, I think I've watched everything, literally everything on Netflix. I think I've watched everything. I'm now watching Hulu and Disney Plus, so stay tuned. Now, like, I like a lot of things. Like, I don't necessarily watch one specific genre of shows. I watch a variety, so I have a variety for you guys. I do kind of like more like fantasy kind of shows. Like, I don't necessarily like documentaries unless they're about penguins because they're my favorite animal. But I'm not really into that. I'm more into like the fantasy, like different worlds and stuff, like Harry Potter type stuff. So I'm about to give you the rundown of my favorites. First show that I'm going to share with you guys is a show called Utopia Falls. So I just started the show yesterday and I finished this morning. So shows you guys like what I actually do in this house, which is absolutely nothing. Basically, it's the future time and everybody doesn't know that there's a whole world beyond their world. So what happens is each year or something, like, they have this whole like dance performance, well, not dance performance, like performing arts show, and the people that are in the show called the Exemplars, the show is called Exemplar. Lord, I don't know, but they have this performance that they have to put on, and it basically like keeps the society going and the society's norms, and it's really cool because a group of kids who are part of the Exemplar, like, they discovered this bunker, and the bunker has history of basically our earth today, and they learn about hip-hop, they learn about like capoeira, they learn about mad different types of dance styles, they learn about their history, and the villain in the show, like, they don't want them to know what's in the bunker because apparently knowledge is power. So they don't want them to know what's actually going on, and basically, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but there's a lot going on that they don't know about. So, like I said, it took me like a day to finish watching the show because it's only one season. I think it was like 10 episodes, and they're like an hour each. So if you literally just sit there and binge watch the show, you'll be done the next day like I was. I thought it was a really super cool show. Like, the main character is black. Yes, hunty, like, the main character is a black girl with some curly nice hair. She has some nice hair. But the show's really nice, and Snoop Dogg is featured in the show. Whenever I heard his voice, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Uncle Snoop. They show it on Hulu. So if you want to find it, you can find it on Hulu, or you could go on 123 Movies, because that's where I watch all my movies and all the shows when I didn't have Netflix or Hulu. The second show is gonna be His Dark Materials. Now, His Dark Materials is based off the book series. If you've ever read the books, I read the books and they're super, super, super interesting. They're basically about a society where people and animals are connected, and the animals are called demons. And the demons are basically like your life source. That's their souls, and they're connected to their demons. And the main character is a girl, and she has to go through like these different trials and tribulations to figure out the history of demons and like stop her mother, who she don't even know is her mother, and her father, who she don't even know is her father. Like, people in these shows really be lying. The show is really cool because wouldn't you want to have like an animal best friend that just walks with you everywhere? But the only thing is, if they die, you die too. Like, that's mad sus. Like, that's dead not fair. But cool. And if you've ever watched The Golden Compass, that's a movie. It's based off, well, The Golden Compass is based off the books too, but His Dark Materials is based off the whole series, while The Golden Compass is just based off that one part, if that makes sense. Like, I watched The Golden Compass and I actually really liked it, which is why I watched this show. This show features, I don't know if you guys know that guy that was in Split, James McCoy? Something like that. He was in the X-Men, First Class, and the other ones, the beginning ones. But he is in that show. It's also kind of like a drama slash sci-fi slash fantasy type of show. But it's super interesting. If you've read the books, you're absolutely gonna love the show, because I loved the show. And I was tight because I watched the whole first season. I think I watched the whole first season in like a couple days, like maybe like 2-3 days. And I was so tight when it was done because it's only one season. These shows only be having one season. It became me so tight. His Dark Materials is also on Hulu if you want to watch that. I didn't watch it on Hulu. I watched it on 123 Movies. So if you guys want to know where I was. The next show that we have is called The Gifted. I'm gonna warn you guys, The Gifted has not been renewed for season 3, so there's only 2 seasons, and if you watch it, you're gonna be tight at the end because there's nothing else. That's it. But I started watching the show before the quarantine, so I started season 1 like kind of when it came out, and then I didn't know that they came out with a season 2 because it came out like 5 episodes at a time. It was mad weird. But once I seen that the show was on there, I was like, alright, like I'm about to watch this show. And then I finished, and then I went on Google like everybody does, and I was like, The Gifted season 3, and it was like, The Gifted has been canceled. The Gifted is basically based off X-Men. So if you watch the X-Men movies and you like them, you're probably gonna like this show. It's about mutants, and each of them has a unique power, and they're basically trying to make it through the world because there's a civil war going on between humans and mutants. Now, there's a family called the Strucker family. The show is basically based on them. The Strucker family has a mother, a father, a brother, and a sister. So the brother and the sister obviously have powers too, and like when they connect their powers, it's supposed to be like super huge and super big and super grand, and it's supposed to be amazing. It wasn't all that, but they were gassing them. They was gassing those little siblings for no reason, because like if I had powers, I think I'd be better than them. But anyway, the show is really good if you like X-Men. Like I said, there's 2 seasons, but there's no more seasons after that. So if you want to take that risk, then be my guest. It's also on Hulu. I've been watching a lot of Hulu. I've been watching a lot of Hulu because my brother just got Hulu, so I'm gonna watch everything on there. But that show is really good. Like I said, if you like the X-Men movies, I think, who's featured in there? There's this guy, but I just don't remember where he's from. Like, I think he was from Switched at Birth. That sexy man, not Emmett, the other one that Bae was in love with. That other man, I think it's him, and he's in the show. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I was very upset at the end of the show because I'm trying not to ruin the show for you guys, but like it left on a cliffhanger, and then if you want to take that risk, that's all on you, but I'm just saying. So the next show that we're going to talk about is called Servant. I watched the show. I didn't watch the show in the quarantine, but it's a really good show. Like, it's a really good show. What the show is about is this mom and this dad lose their baby. So sad, so sad. They lose their baby, and basically the mother goes crazy, and they have to hire a therapist, basically a therapist, and then the therapist says, look, like, this woman's crazy, you guys gotta get her a doll that looks like her baby so she can be okay. So the husband and the girl's brother buy her this realistic life-size like baby doll, like those little creepy things that have like the eyes and like the facial skin that looks real, and they buy this for her, and she basically falls in love with the little baby. Now here's where it gets crazy. She even hires a nanny for the doll. She hires a nanny for the doll. Like, it's so sick. But like, the nanny is like a part of some type of cult. I don't know if she worships the devil. I don't know what she be doing, but she be doing some voodoo in that house. And she be hanging them little trinkets, the little straw trinkets, the ones that are mad sus. She be hanging them little trinkets around the house and around the baby, the fake baby, and the baby turns real. So naturally the husband thinks he's going crazy. He starts telling people, no one believes him. Then like the brother actually sees the baby, and then the baby is just there, just alive, and everyone's just like, where did this nanny get this baby? The whole show is just mad sus. It's super creepy. I think it took me a night to watch this because it was a lot of episodes, but the episodes are 30 minutes long, so it took me like a night. Maybe. I stayed up all night to watch this show because it was mad creepy, and everything tied in together. One person that's featured in the show is Rupert Grint. I don't know his name, but he's from Harry Potter, the little orange hair guy. He's in the show. He plays the brother, and he does a really good job actually. The show's really cool. It's like a drama type show. Like, it's a really cool show, honestly. When I finished watching it, I was just like, what? Like, where's the rest? Where's the rest of the show? But they don't give you the rest of the show. This show isn't on Hulu. This show is on Apple TV or Apple Plus, whatever. Let me see. Yeah, Apple TV. So this show's on Apple TV. The last show that we're going to talk about is a show called Lock and Key. I saw this show before on Netflix, and I was just like, I tried to watch it, I fell asleep. So I thought it was boring, so I left it alone. Then after watching everything on Netflix, I was like, let me just find out what this show is about. Turns out the show is mad lit. Like, the show is actually really, really good. It's about this family, and they move into this house that was owned by their ancestors. Is that the word? Yeah, it was owned by their ancestors, and basically there's hidden keys all around the house, and the keys unlock different things. So one key unlocks the mind, one key unlocks like death, one key unlocks I don't remember, one key teleports you to wherever you want to go. Like, it's different keys for different things. And the little boy in the show has to find all the keys and protect it from this evil like witch thing person. I don't know what she was. I think she was a witch, but I'm not sure. But what they don't know is that their father, who had passed away, had found the keys previously with his friends. And then they have to like piece together all that information. They have to find out like what the father had to do with all them keys, because them keys was dusty too. And they have to piece it together and hide it from the witch lady thing. Sewer, what he called her? The well lady? That's what they called her, the well lady. She was pretty though, so I don't even know why he called her that. The show took me a while to finish. That show took me like maybe like a week or two. That show took me a while. Honestly, because like the show was like, it wasn't dragged out, but it was like, it took a while to get to. It's a really dramatic show, so it took a while to get to certain parts. But these characters are about to get you tight. Like the sister, I wanted to throw a brick at her. Oh my gosh. Someone who's featured in the show is, if you've seen the movie It, that little boy who got his leg chopped off. It wasn't his leg. That little boy who got his arm chopped off by the clown. He's in the show. He's the little kid that has to find all the keys. So I can't believe I said his leg. I've seen the movie like so many times. I can't believe I said his leg. But yeah, so that's also a really good show to watch. I hope that everyone's doing safe and that they're social distancing as they should, so that we could get outside, because I'm sick of being inside in here. And I hope that everyone is also practicing mental health, because I know being inside for a long time can be very straining on your mental health, your physical health, and everything like that. So reach out to a friend, or reach out to like your family member who you haven't talked to in a while, and just make sure they're okay. You know, like sometimes people don't reach out when they're, you know, in a bad place, and you reaching out first just really gives them that extra push. For watching, and I can't wait to see you guys again. I hope you guys like these shows, unless you're like anime like Naruto. I'm not gonna hate on Naruto. I actually like it. Naruto. And someone told me to watch My Hero Academia. I tried. That show, no. No. You can watch that. If you're into anime, rewatch Naruto. That's what I did. I rewatched the whole Shippuden, and it was lit. If you don't know what Naruto is, get on the ball, because that show is amazing. Period. I hope you guys enjoy the shows that I recommended. If you don't, I'm sorry. But thank you guys. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.